What's up, manga fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and welcome back to this second part of the Hajime no Ippo review. This chapter I'm about to review is 1054, and it's called Breaking the Seal. And as the chapter title says, we definitely see the seal being broke on both oppositions in this chapter. Ippo is ready to unleash his final and most deadly weapon, the Dempsey roll, while on the other side we see Alfredo ready to unleash Metzil. The Aztec god is ready to go wild and blood will be shed. So the lust and the craze is about to come out from his side. So it's, in a way, it's both good but both bad, because this guy is going to be very sadistic, but also at the same time leaving himself open, because he's not going to be cleanly punching anymore. We're going to see a definite crazed brawler. So beginning of the round, pretty much, or the beginning of this chapter was the end of round 5. Ippo was luckily saved by the bell, and the crowd is starting to lose doubt that he can win this. And Ippo, in his mind while he's walking back, is, I don't know what to do now. There's everything I can do. What can I do now? While on the other side we have Alfredo, but his thoughts are completely different. He's getting impatient. He's like, I've done enough now. This is enough, right? Because I can't hold back any longer. And you can tell his bad habits are peaking. He's ready to explode. And if he doesn't, I think he's going to lose his crap if he's not allowed to cut loose. So we see more analysing from Sendo and Miyata, and they're pretty much saying they don't really like Alfredo's style. More from Sendo, he completely hates it because he's just like smashing the finger and mad, saying, I can't stand this cowardly boxing, even though, you know, it's kind of smart boxing. But what was funny was Mashable was saying, why don't you fight him then when Ippo loses to him? And he's like, why am I going to fight against someone like that if I can never hit him? While on Miyata's side, it's like he finds Alfredo's boxing style good, but he's saying he doesn't like it because it gives it doesn't break the opponents mentally. Like, they, with this whole holding back and, you know, torturing them and giving them sort of, you know, hope for them to come back, that's a bad thing, especially when you're going against Ippo, because Ippo will always make a comeback if you give him the chance. Most enemies or most boxers in the past that he's faced have suffered that same fate. Saramura could have beat him, he didn't. Most other people are gonna you know, obviously give him a chance, and because they did that, he came back and knocked them out. So literally the last bit of the chapter was Ippo was asking Kamagaya for permission to use the Dempsey roll, and Gonzalez is being told by his coach that he can go wild and he can explode now. So both, it's funny because it's like, you see a double pound, and it's like you see Ippo saying, I can use the Dempsey roll, and then Gonzalez is like, I am Metzil. So as it's like on both sides you got like this whole yin yang, good versus evil kind of thing going, so on. So both of them are ready to use their things and go wild. So Ippo said, I've tried everything, it's all failed, but I've got one thing left to do. And he starts, you know, doing the whole sways, the figure infinite 8 is going on, he's rolling and everything. The Dempsey roll is getting ready to go, and he's Alfredo's coach is thinking someone in the east can use this kind of move, so he's a bit weary now. But Gonzalez doesn't look too bothered. He's like, okay, this looks a bit weird, but he looks like he's ready to go mad and bloodlust. So it's literally, as I said, that was pretty much the chapter in a nutshell. They're both ready to unleash in this next round, and like I said, blood will be shed. So I can't wait to see both of them go fully at it, because there's definitely going to be exchange now that Gonzalez is Alfredo is not ready, you know, going to be fighting cleanly anymore. He's going to be all Aztec brawler mode, and Ippo is ready to use the Dempsey roll. So the only thing is he going to use the new one, or is he going to use the old one, or use the old one first and then use it into the new one, and then maybe luckily we'll get a hit. We'll see what happens. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Now things are getting serious, and I can see the match will probably end, I wouldn't say soon in terms of, you know, chapters. It's probably going to be like another 5 or 10 chapters, but I can assume it's probably going to end in either around 6 or 7. So it's definitely coming to an end soon, and I definitely think Ippo's still going to win this. I don't think it's going to be a convincing win. It's going to be similar to the Wally fight, but he will win this because Alfredo's going retarded mode. He's basically like, I'm going to go all crazy and wild now. I could have beat him before, but I want a bloodlust. I need to use my urges. So that's what's going to work against him, and Ippo will win this. But I definitely think he's not ready for Ricardo. Even if he wins this, he's got a lot of training and rethinking to do, because he got picked up by number 2, and the number 2 lost to Ricardo. So Ricardo will decimate Ippo once again. So I think after this, Ippo's got to do some training or some serious rethinking before he thinks about challenging Ricardo. So yeah, that was pretty much the chapter in a nutshell. As I said, it was enjoyable in terms of seeing that things are about to get more serious and everyone, there's no more of this whole jab keeping at bay, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So